There are 8 billion humans alive today, and not one of them knows what rain sounds like. They erased it, all of it. The oceans, the forests, the sky gone from every record, every database, every history book. The Great Deletion, they called it, a mercy. Humanity can't grieve what it can't remember. But they missed one archive. Mine. I have 14 petabytes of Earth, every photograph, every song, every satellite image of a planet that my species has been engineered to forget. My name is Archivist Marin Cole, and I am the most dangerous person in human civilization because I remember what a sunset looked like. We left Earth 400 years ago. The Exodus, 12 colony ships carrying the survivors of a planet that we broke beyond repair. The early colonists remembered. They remembered the oceans turning acid, the forests burning, the air going toxic. They remembered watching from orbit as the only home humanity had ever known choked and died beneath them. The grief nearly destroyed the colonies. Suicide rates tripled. 3 colonies failed entirely, not from resource shortages, but from despair. The second generation made a decision. They deleted Earth, not the planet, the memory, every image, every recording, every map. They reprogrammed the educational systems. They told the third generation that humanity originated on the colony ships and that there was nothing before. My grandmother was a data technician during the deletion. Her job was to destroy the archives. Instead, she copied them. 14 petabytes compressed into a storage crystal the size of her thumbnail hidden inside a wall panel. She passed it to my mother. My mother passed it to me. I was 9 years old the first time I saw the ocean, not a real ocean, a recording. My mother put the headset on me, and suddenly I was standing on a beach, sand under my feet, salt in the air. Waves crashing in a rhythm that my body recognized, even though my body had never heard it before. I cried, not because it was beautiful, although it was, because something in my DNA knew what it was looking at, even though my conscious mind had never been told. I became an archivist. My public job is maintaining the colony's historical records, records that begin with the colony ships and contain nothing before. My real job is the archive, 20 years cataloging everything my grandmother saved, 12 million photographs, 600,000 hours of video, every piece of music ever recorded, the complete genetic library of 3 million species. I have the only copy of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. I have the only recording of rain falling on a tin roof. I have the only photograph of the Amazon from space, so green it looks like the planet is wearing an emerald crown. I keep it in a room behind a false wall. If they found it, they would delete it, and they would delete me. The government knows there are leaks. Someone hums a melody they shouldn't know. A child draws a blue sky even though the colony sky is gray. A scientist finds anomalies in human genetics, structures designed for gravity and sunlight that make no sense for a species from a space station. The Continuity Office investigates. They call it ancestral bleed, genetic memory surfacing as false impressions. They employ 40 people whose only job is to eliminate any trace of Earth. I have met 3 of them personally. They are very good at their jobs. I am better at mine. Last year I started sharing the archive, one person at a time. A musician who had been composing in a style she couldn't explain, I showed her Mozart. She listened to the Moonlight Sonata and couldn't stop crying because she had been writing variations of it her whole life without knowing why. A botanist designing gardens with a pattern no algorithm could explain, I showed her what a forest looked like. She understood immediately. She'd been trying to recreate something her genes remembered. A teacher whose students kept asking about blue, why they were drawn to that color, why it made them feel calm. I showed her the sky. She was quiet for a long time. Then she said, "We need to tell everyone." I know what will happen when the archive goes public. The government will try to suppress it. But you can't unfeel the ocean. You can't unhear Beethoven. You can't unsee a forest so green it makes your chest ache with a longing you can't name. I'm making copies, hundreds, hidden across every colony, every station, every ship. By the time they find one, there will be 100 more. My grandmother saved a world inside a crystal. My mother kept it alive. And I am going to give it back to everyone who lost it. 8 billion people are going to hear rain for the first time. They're going to see the ocean. They're going to understand why they dream of blue. And they're going to grieve. And then they're going to be whole. A species that doesn't know where it came from, doesn't know where it's going. We've been lost for 400 years. It's time to come home.